If you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas or Henderson here in Nevada, maybe you're looking for a neighborhood that is packed with amenities, maybe some of those restaurants and dining options within walking distance, maybe well connected to the rest of the local area, but also maybe you're not a big fan of HOAs and high HOAs, and maybe you want your homes to have a bit more identity, a bit more character, and not look so much like a cookie cutter style. I think you should check out Whitney Ranch here in Henderson, and I'm going to explain why, so let's go check it out. Whitney Ranch is located to the east of Henderson, sort of next to Green Valley and Gibson Springs, so that will give you an idea where it is within Henderson. Probably takes about 10 minutes only to get to the airport, which is amazing, and maybe around 20 minutes maximum to get to the majority of the Las Vegas Strip, so going to be very well connected to everything that's going on there. As I touched on in my intro, a lot of the homes don't have that cookie cutter feel like some of the new modern communities. Maybe has a bit more character, a bit more identity to the homes. And it's also packed with so many amenities that are within walking distance that you're going to have maybe some of the benefits of a Green Valley Ranch, but at a fraction of the price. Now, some of the downsides for a lot of people within Whitney Ranch are maybe some of the homes are a little bit older. A lot of the homes are built in the early 1990s. Also, some of the areas can be quite busy because you're surrounded by Sunset and Stephanie that runs right through the whole Whitney Ranch area, and that's sort of a main thoroughfare throughout the whole of Henderson. And also you're on the flight path or under the flight path for the Las Vegas airport, so at times, maybe every 5 minutes, you're going to hear the noise of airplanes flying over you. Maybe you're going to hear some in this video as well. But if you can live with that, I think Whitney Ranch can offer a good potential option for you. Whitney Ranch's prime location within Henderson means that residents are no more than probably about a 5-minute drive, if I'm being honest, from the majority of the shopping and dining options within the main sort of area of Henderson that has all the shopping and dining. There's a host of different spas and gyms as well. As you can see behind me, we have the Galleria Mall at Sunset. This is one of the largest, if not the largest, indoor mall in the whole of the Southern Nevada area. It's a fantastic mall. It's anchored by a Macy's, a JCPenney, and a Dillard's. I used to work here. My first job when I moved over to the States was store manager in the Starbucks there as well. So if you are in the area, just pop in and say hi. I think some of my old partners are there. Great store, great people that I worked with, and the whole shopping center, the whole shopping mall is really, really great. Always busy at the weekends with different families and different people walking around shopping. Also in the area and not too far from here, probably just the other side of the parking lot, there's your Costco, and obviously Costco is important for a lot of people. There's a whole host of different chain restaurants from your basics like McDonald's, Burger King, KFC. There's also In-N-Out, there's Applebee's, there's Outback, there's Red Robin, there's whatever type of dining from sushis to steaks to Korean barbecue that you're going to want, you're going to find it in the vicinity of this area, which means that when you're living in this area, as I said already at the start, you sort of have the convenience of a Green Valley Ranch in terms of most of the amenities and shopping is so close by, but really you don't pay the prices that you're paying in a Green Valley Ranch. Also, Henderson Hospital is only about a 5-minute drive from the majority of Whitney Ranch as well. And then you have things like Carabunga Bay Water Park, which again is probably only about a 5-minute drive from the Whitney Ranch area. So you're going to have a ton of things to do, a ton of shopping, a ton of dining. The only thing is how you're going to fit it all in. Let me know in the comments below. Another cool thing about Whitney Ranch is local casinos. On your doorstep and just literally across the street where I was over at Galleria Mall, you have Sunset Station, which is a great local casino. This casino obviously has all your usual casino games inside. It also has a cool movie theater, bowling alley. I've been there a few times. The bowling's pretty good. Some great drinks there as well. It has a kids quest, which is always great for the kids. It often has concerts and events that go on. I know the Beach Boys played here recently. And then it's got a really cool oyster bar. I'm not a fan of oysters. I've got a bit of a fish allergy that goes on, but I've been told it's absolutely delicious. So if you are ever in there, or if you've tried the oyster bar in there, let me know how it is out of 10 in the comments below. One of the main parks in Whitney Ranch is going to be Stephanie Lynn Craig Park. In this park, you're going to find playgrounds. You're going to find lots of open grass area to run around or to walk the dogs. There's going to be ball fields. There's a picnic area with barbecues and nice shelter from the sun as well. And it's a great little place within the community to come and enjoy, come and mix. It's normally a bit busier than it is now, but today's a bit of a great overcast day, and I guess not many people want to come out when it's like this. This reminds me of home, so I'm happy in this sort of weather. Definitely makes me a little bit homesick, but not many people out today, which is great for filming, but not so much when it's trying to show you how these little parks can be the hub of a community. But this is a great park. Another cool thing about living in the Whitney Ranch area here in Henderson is what you see behind me, Whitney Ranch Recreation Center. It's a really cool recreation center, great for the local community. There's a full-size gymnasium with really great equipment. There's dance studios, so if you're doing yoga or any of those other dance aerobics, then it's got a really good sized dance studio as well. It's got racquetball facilities, so if you want to play racquetball or squash, you can always go and play that there as well. Also, it has after school kids club, so if you have kids that are aged 11 to 18, it sort of follows the CCSD calendar. So when the CCSD schools are in, then it's going to follow those sort of times. That's always going to be great. It gives the kids another great little place to meet up with their friends, but also to do something more active but social as well, which is always good. They also have summer classes and summer schools here for the kids. In the aquatic center next door, we actually put our kids through the swimming classes in the summer, and that was amazing. Our kids got a lot better with water safety and just being more comfortable in water in general. That was always great to see. We're big believers that you need to be safe in water, even though we're not surrounded by not much water. A lot of people have pools here in Vegas, so definitely good having our kids comfortable in water. And then also there's a little water park there, not as big as Carabunga Bay, but still it's a great little water park. And I know in the summer classes they use that as well. And then after that, still in the same complex though, you have some tennis and some pickleball courts, which are really great courts. I've played them myself. They have lights where it's on a timer, so if it gets dark, you can just put them back on. But as I said, it's just a great thing for the community to enjoy here. If you're thinking about moving to the area and you've got school-aged children, or maybe school-aged children and children in general are part of the future picture for you, then you're obviously going to be wanting to know about the schools, where the best schools are, how to find out that type of information. Your first port of call should always be greatschools.org. That's where I did all of my research on the schools in the area. And then after that, you should look at niche.com and the Clark County School District website, and then you can find out more. Once you find the school, you can sort of find out the zoning for it as well. Clark County School District does get a really bad reputation, often ranked as one of the worst in the whole country, 49 out of 50. But it's also the 5th largest school district in the country, and it obviously has a whole host of schools. And some of those schools that are, from certain parts of town do bring the average down for everybody. So not all the schools are bad. In fact, there are some really, really good schools. And if you want to know more information about the schools, then reach out down on my comment on the details below, and I'll happily help you, and we can pull it up on my screen and we can do a Zoom call maybe, and I can go through it all for you in more detail, because as a parent, I absolutely know how important schools are. So definitely do reach out to me on that one. Bringing it back to where we are now, and in Whitney Ranch, some of the schools are going to be a mixed bag, if I'm going to be completely honest. The middle school that you're going to be zoned for mostly in this area, Francis Courtney, I believe it's called, is going to be a 3 out of 10 on greatschools.org, so that isn't good. But you are going to be zoned for Green Valley High School, which is one of the best high schools in the whole of the area. That's got an 8 out of 10 on greatschools.org, and I think it's only bettered in the Henderson area by Coronado, which obviously has a 9 out of 10 and is an amazing school. And they do have a better soccer team than Green Valley High, I believe, so don't quote me on that one though. In terms of the elementary school, that's the one you can see behind me. That one is Harriet Treem, and that also has a 7 out of 10 on greatschools.org. A really good school. It's where a lot of the elementary age kids come from the area. As I said, the only caveat is going to be the middle school. It's a bit weird. Your elementary and your high school are fantastic, and your middle school, it's like, well, what else can you do? Well, I'm glad you asked that one. There's also Thurman White, which is a magnet school. There is going to be a lottery for that one. And then there's plenty of charter and private schools as well. So if you want more information on that, please do let me know. Okay guys, so this is a drive-through of what an average home would look like within the Whitney Ranch area. As you can see, these homes do look a little bit older, and that is because Whitney Ranch was developed mostly in the early 1990s. But with that, you're going to have probably a bigger yard. You're going to be sitting on maybe a bigger lot size, and there's going to be a little bit more breathing space within the between of the homes. And then also Obviously the homes don't all look cookie cutter style, they do have a bit of their own character. Even though this is in a HOA, Whitney Ranch is part of a HOA, and the HOA here sort of on average is around about $19 to $20 a month. There are townhomes and condos that are also available within Whitney Ranch, and they will also have a higher HOA just because the HOA there would cover a lot more. Obviously, include your roof and your external walls and maybe some more amenities within that townhome or condo community. But if you ask me, $19, $20 is a very reasonable HOA fee. And as you can see, everything is still pretty much looked after. The homes are relatively clean on the outside. There's no junk lying around. There's not an excess amount of cars. All of the front yards look really well maintained as well. So, you know, with HOA, that's what you're going to get at the very minimum. And obviously, we've already touched on some of the other great amenities within the Whitney Ranch area. But let me know what you think about these homes. Do these homes look too old for you, or do you like seeing homes with a little bit more character? So let me know in the comments below. And that's it, guys. That's a tour of the Whitney Ranch area here in Henderson. One of the things I forgot to show you, and it's only just dawned on me, is I forgot to show you Whitney Mesa Nature Reserve. It's an amazing nature reserve. There's loads of geological formations. There's an active stream. There's some diverse fauna and floral as well. And it's got some great walking trails as well. It's always great to go and check out. Maybe I'll try and show you on one of my later Henderson videos that I do. But it's definitely a really cool place to go and check out. And it's in your neighborhood if you're living in Whitney Ranch, which makes it even sweeter. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like. Thank you for all of those of you who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. You'll definitely help my channel. I'm so chasing down 1,000 subscribers, getting there slowly every week. And if you can help me with that, I'll be eternally grateful. And then just one reminder as well, if you haven't already reached out and you are thinking about moving to Las Vegas or Henderson, please get in touch whenever you're ready, however you're comfortable. All my details are there below, and I'll have your back and look after you when you are moving here, whether that's going to be soon or whether that's going to be a year plus time. Don't feel like you can't come and connect with me, because absolutely you can. Until the next time though, guys, thank you for watching. You take care.